This is I Can Do Better, and I just want to highlight one of Joe's ways to counter argue what's being said. If we go down sort by newest first, which I always do to give people a fair chance, you have trash. First clip, he's not cheating, that's a bot.
Basically, I'm trying to retreat. I'm in the fight, it's not going too well. So I stealth up and I come around. I do have an ulti up. I run into their team and I think, you know what, I can probably get a couple of kills here with my ulti. So I come out of stealth and go into the ulti, and I basically get killed in the exact frame that I come out of stealth and insta blasted by somebody, which is basically practically impossible. I should have at least got my ult off and got a few kills to literally emerge it from stealth and immediately.
Okay, so you hear him repeat himself. I must have been able to. You're not entitled to get anything off. For that matter, it's totally possible for a bot to do this. Even more when you actually look a little closer to it. Let me show you here. Is that him getting out? Yeah, this here is Joe getting out. Basically instantly out of his ultimate. This here is frame by frame going slowly forward. The reason I do this is to show it wasn't even Magneto to start with that attacked him and got damage in. The bot actually are super slow in reacting, because you can see this is the damage he takes, and the bot has not even reacted to him yet. And this here is pure enemy team. This is where Joe dies to the bot. And it actually is arguable by saying it's a bot.
Well, say underscore in his name, and we'll watch it.
Completely arguable that it's a bot. And Joe then does this type of shit cheaters always do, which is to formulate as many hand-wave dismissal excuses as you can, but never addresses the actual point that were being made. So many hand-wave dismissals. Like, there's literally just one. It's a bot. It's not even that comprehensive. It's not a large excuse for anything. Like, doesn't make sense. Already here, you are instantly ignoring everything that is being said and screaming, "Nuh-uh, I must be right." You then continues. If Magneto was a bot, why does it spam jump out of panic after it happened? Why does anyone spam jump in Marvel Rivals? Because it's a tactic. You avoid damage by being moving, being a moving target. That's what I actually wanted to say. So it's, for that matter, you need to prove that it's spam jump out of panic, which it doesn't seem like. And then you continue flipping the script. Even if it was a bot, then you have to prove if it's the devs putting the bots in the game or cheaters who have made bots/scripts. No. If it can be argued as this is a bot, then you, Joe, need to further prove that it's not a bot. But if we then continue.
Instant reaction, snap like auto fire, straight on my location, the exact moment that I emerged from stealth.
That would be arguable as a bot, as something a bot can do. So still falls within the parameters of what a bot can do.
Like, this is pretty much an aimbot. This is cheating. Probably some kind.
No, it could be an AI computer playing the game as a bot. Literally can be explained like that. It doesn't need to be cheating. It can literally be a bot.
Kind of auto fire, automatically shoot anybody within a certain proximity. As soon as I emerge, bang.
That is what a bot does. So to help fill up the matches, you put bots in there. to make the matchmaking go faster, you put bots in there. Like, what you're saying is still explanatory by using bots as the parameter. You want to argue this is cheating. For that matter, sure, prove it's a player.
They blasted me. We'll watch it again. Underscore in their name, as you can see.
Underscore means absolutely nothing. I've proven that multiple times.
There's no way you can react to this like that.
A bot can. So, yes, a computer running the program as Magneto can auto-fire in that direction, aka a bot.
No way. So this guy's clearly using some kind of auto-fire aimbot here. Then we have this next clip here. This one doesn't have any.
Okay, so clearly uses some auto-fire aimbot, or it's just a bot. Like, it's so explanatory by using bot as the argument. And then your entire thing falls completely apart. And here you are in a different match. So you have one clip to argue this person is a cheater. You didn't even watch the replay of them specifically. No. You have one singular clip. Like, you base your entire argument around one moment. You don't even want to solidify that it's a cheater and not a bot by actually going to the clip replay section and then saying, hey, this here is how he plays. Look at this. No. This here's the second clip.
Sound, I'm afraid, but we'll play through the clip anyway. Similar sort of situation where I'm basically took a bunch of damage. I'm basically sort of retreating to try and find some health because I'm sort of at the back line. I'm as Psylocke, I'm trying to get in behind the enemy.
See, second clip, now he's explaining it. The second clip, it's a replay bug.
And attack them from behind and then sort of, heal up, come back in, trying to like take their fire and take them off of the front line. So they got.
There we go.
So I'll try to escape. I basically try and find my way around. And then bang, I get blasted from above.
Well, that in itself is not special. The weird part is that this stuttering here is happening, which would indicate it's a replay bug. It's a replay error. It's a replay something. And not the person, not the player, not the bot for that matter.
Then we'll see this Black Widow player here. Now, this seems to be a common trend with people.
Prove that it's a common trend. Don't just say it.
People who seem to be doing sus stuff is that when you get to their death cam or the replay or the spectate, it looks like they're playing at like a super low frame rate.
You're not seeing their version of it. You're seeing the server's version, so you're not seeing their frame rate. Meaning, for you, it should be fluent. You should see what the server gives you, not what they are sending to the server, because just because their computer cannot handle a high frame rate doesn't mean you should be experiencing their low quality. Like, at least know science.
And it's like this, the replay is not smooth at all. You'll also see that this guy's name is
thus arguably a replay bug.
EWESIA. So I presume this is just a random assortment of letters.
What you presume has absolutely nothing of value. You just said that the stuttering and low frame rate happens by a lot of people doing such stuff. It didn't happen in the Magneto clip. And you're not pulling up anything extra in the replays that shows it. So trust me, bro. Just doing a simple Google search, Evasia, hvor de by Adolfo Jr., someone here, Polish probably, Instagram, Twitch, 130 plus followers. Instagram again, YouTube, like, it's not a random assortment of letters. It has some meaning. You need it to be a random assortment of letters. Otherwise, you don't have any argument against this person. But you then continue. This here is just like, it's a replay bug. With all the hand wave dismissal excuses you argue that he's using, so one hand wave dismissal excuse for the first one hand wave dismissal excuse for the second clip, then you write a novel for why this is, rather than just saying, well, I already explained it in the video. Okay, even if it's a spectate bug, it still doesn't disprove they are not cheating. They're not cheating. No, but it argues more against them being a cheater. The frame rate which you pull to doesn't prove they're cheating whatsoever. The random assortment of letters, as you said, doesn't prove they're cheating. In fact, you're purposely lying about this by not looking up whether or not it actually have some meaning or someone is using it. So, very bad start on those two parts. They could still be cheating, and it's a spectate bug. Yeah. They could still be, but you have not provided sufficient evidence for it based on the two things you have already mentioned. They also have the all lowercase random letters as a name. No, it's all lowercase because they just wrote it in. You don't need to write capital at all. For that matter, you can write all capital, all lowercase, whatever you desire as a person that chooses the game tag. And it is not a random assortment of letters. I just proved it. I can also argue that this desync being so drastic is a result of an aim snap. No, you cannot. Then you need to prove that it is. You have so many videos where you argue this here is an aim snap, this here is an aim snap, this here is an aim snap. And yet, all that put together has never in any of your videos provided such stuttering as this.
Which is another indicator of a cheater account is randomers.
Stop talking about the name. Here.
Death Camp Pot. Yeah.
Because you see the stuttering happening all the time. You see the stuttering happening all the time, and yet you want to argue it's only because of the aim snap. The aim snap only happened at the end if they were actually cheating. And yet, this here proves absolutely nothing. If anything, it proves that it's a replay bug. Because of the stuttering, which is not normal for a replay. And it does, you, Joe Blue, are required to provide evidence that this here is a common factor in replays for people that are actually cheating. Not just say, well, it is. But then continue. Since there are many examples where people do hit on target, fine. The only other example of this happening is the first clip with Magneto, that even if you want to believe it's a bot, it's still using an aimbot. It's a computer. Of course it's using an aimbot because it has a 360 scope vision. Fortnite bots does the exact same fucking thing. They can literally snap to you. Like it's a computer calculating it. It's a bot doing it. Aimbot is applying that feature from bots over to the aim of a human player, so they can aim more accurately, aim more precisely. That's literally how it works. And you continue. Therefore, the evidence would suggest that when a person's aim is too fast to the target, it could cause desync. Nope. Not at all. Because then it would have done the exact same thing for Magneto. The Magneto replay.
You're probably wondering in perspective.
It's not stuttering whatsoever. Literally not stuttering. even the static movement right here, like straightforward, moves a little bit straightforward, would suggest it's a bot. Now it's in combat, so now it needs to move a little different. Even all this would suggest it's a bot. And there's nothing in that clip there that shows stuttering and cause of desync, as you're arguing. And thus, your argument falls apart by your own videos. Now, I'm not going to go through it step by step like I just did through the entire video. So I'm just going to do this here, just like his comment, because he's incorrect. There is also low FPS or stuttering that may also suggest they have high ping. What the fuck? No, it's a replay. It's the server sending you the information. It's not the server recording their FPS gameplay. That's not how it fucking works. The only thing you are proving right now is that you have no idea how things work. And thus, you don't know what cheating looks like. Because you think these magical terms will justify you lying on the internet. Now, I'm not saying Magneto isn't a player. I'm not saying he's not cheating, but from your evidence, you cannot call him a cheater. At max, you can call it a bot. The Black Widow, I think it was. Yeah, Black Widow. You cannot call a cheater either. This here is a replay bug, if anything. Like, all these stuttering points to something being wrong with the replay and nothing else. They have high ping, really poor performance, both of which would also suggest possible cheats. Nope. Poor performance can be done by a bad computer. You don't need cheat for that. High ping can be done by low internet connection. You don't need cheat for that. Now you are purposely lying. This is how you operate. Lying your ass off. Either ping abuse? Nope, not at all. They could be playing in Europe together with you and then have 2020 internet speed, which some countries still have. Unfortunately, it's not ping abuse. They are playing on the server they are meant to be playing on, but they have a low internet connection. For that matter, the reason why you're not streaming mainly to YouTube and then moderating your resolution to Twitch so both sides look good is because your internet connection cannot handle it. The way you set things up, that is, because you don't know technology. I have fabricated your internet speed 1020. And yes, it is possible to stream to YouTube using 1440 and to Twitch using 1080. I would never recommend streaming to Twitch with 1080 unless you are a partner, but still. It is possible to do it. I have done it, tested it myself. It's possible. I told you I would help you fix it so it can be done, but you don't want help with anything. This here also proves you don't want help catching cheaters because you don't listen. You're stuck in your delusional mentality that cheaters must be here because you're losing games. It's not just simply because you're bad. It's not just simply because someone else is better than you. No. It's all about cheaters. That's the only excuse you can ever come up with. I can find countless of reasons in your 100 videos as to why you're dying, as to what you're doing wrong, and that would argue why you're doing so bad. Yet here you are, always fighting against people actually telling you that you're wrong. And for that matter, the reason this channel exists are because of this. First comment on Joe's channel. He doesn't know Joe. This person does know Joe. Yes, cheaters are getting worse day by day. First comment on Joe's channel. These people don't know Joe, but they're falling for his lies. That is why this channel exists. I want to catch cheaters. I hate cheaters far more than Joe do. But I will not stand for him blurring the line between what legitimate gameplay looks like and what cheating looks like, just because he cannot accept how bad he is. And then he ends it with his standard routine. So I'll just assume you're a cheater doing the usual routine. Anyone and everyone that disagrees with Joe are magically a cheater. You don't need to be using a third-party software to be cheating. You don't need to be cranking some external hardware into your computer to obscure the softwares to find your cheating software. Like no. Just disagreeing with Joe Blue will make you a cheater. And this is so horrendous. It's bordering insanity that he cannot comprehend how wrong he is. And that is the evidence for why he does not care about catching cheaters, but rather, in fact, cares about blurring the line for what cheating is and what cheating is not. Telling all these people here, sorry I say it, ignorant people here that these guys are cheaters, and liking it, like it's yeah, I like this one too because they ran into cheaters, never missed all headshots. Never missed all headshots. That is the definition of a cheat, and that I can stand by. This should be stopped, but Joe doesn't catch it. He doesn't care about it. It's because of his videos that these people here think there are more cheaters than there actually are. Because the most blatant gameplay back here,
just seemingly never missing any of those shots there. Let's go.
Seemingly never misses. Now imagine replay having a little delay following up with the aim, because it's sent to the server and it's sent to Joe. So there is a delay in that. Some packages will be lost on the way.
Go back here to under our keyboard here. Watch this in slow-mo.
Yeah, watch it in slow motion. Again, shot, and you saw the projectile come forward, and you saw the aim go down to where the projectile actually were. Then here, you see the bomb, the character died. Not by a mantis though. Then you see here, shot and change, shot and change. And if you look here, let me go frame by frame. If you look here, the shot is fired. Can I actually see it like this here? There. You can see 18, 17, 18, 17. So the shot is fired here. It flies down and hits Joe on the foot, kneecap, whatever. And then the aim moves over and down because Joe is in jump. So he would fall down and land. And you can see it would match. The flow would match with going over and down. There you go. Replay is not accurate, but it's useful if you use it correctly, which Joe doesn't do.
This is where.
Oh, for that matter, he said seemingly never misses.
Let's go back here. Just seemingly never missing any of those shots there.
Yeah. Then we take when Joe dies. Here. 17. 16 missed Venom. Like, if they never miss, they would not miss Venom either. But they did. Again, your argument falls apart. Like, it's so easy proving you wrong. I don't even need to add extra. I just need your own fucking recordings. It's insane how easy it is. This is your argument for why they're cheating. Well, replay is delayed. Replay is not accurate. And they did miss on Venom, which proves they're not stuck to a target and moving freely about. Like this is all it requires. Looking at the footage. Can it be explained differently?